Hey, what's up, guys? Not gonna be alive. All right. One second to get everything situated. What's up, Busy? Yeah, I did one. I've had one of those Neo Scorpions. Yes, I hate you. All right. All right. Hope y'all doing well. But I got this with me today. How y'all doing tonight? This is one of the fresh pies off this plane. Some of the ones that look meaner than this. Man, just like with those chocolate pies, it's got um, that green, earthy kind of, those grassy kind of smell. Some oil settling around in there. Mm-hmm. This one's gonna be up there. Um, it's gonna be beyond the 1.5 million Scoville range easily. Now, with this, what's up, Angie Brownie, miscellaneous, Pinky Promise. All right. This one's one of the scorpion type family, but this one could also be 7 pot. With the way it smells and genetics wise. Well, tired, got a headache today. Oh, it's pretty humid here today. It's over 90% humidity. They just spread and spread. Got a good pepper chunk right here. Man. It's got those fumes. Got a drink right here. I haven't even opened it yet. It's just that tornado in there. Yeah. That's real nice. Um, liking that burn. Um, right now I was focusing right here because a lot of some of that's still resting. Got it on my gums, right on the teeth line. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So as I'm breathing, it's fanning the flames. Uh, does really have that earthy, grassy kind of almost tinge to it. The heat's really right there, right at the windpipe. So yeah, still got some chunks right here in the mouth a bit. That one's at a solid 1.5 plus Scoville. There goes a pepper brick. All right, but yeah, yeah, another pepper brick. Now, flavor-wise, it's not a bad flavor. Um, I wouldn't really say smoky, but it's got a certain sweetness in there that certain chocolate pies do. The earthiness, not the bad earthiness, but a good earthiness. Um, yeah, but yeah, I'm liking the way that it's burning, but it's the heat's really focusing right here at the windpipe. Um, yeah, man, yeah. So you kind of was up here more by the glands, but then it's kind of dropping back. Definitely got the juices flowing, which is good. So, Grizz. Yep, just raising the capsaicin levels. Yep. All right. Yeah. Just waiting this burn through. Um, yeah. Just doing that thing, doing this thing, getting the juices and everything, fluids moving. Yeah. Feels like it's got more pepper gas and everything coming up. Um, capsaicin levels are strong with this one. This one is definitely in the 1.5 million plus range. The reason why I put a plus behind that is because this one feels like it's, you know, could definitely, feels like it's surpassing the 1.5. So, if I'm sounding a certain way, I've got mouth is salivating. So, yeah, and as I was mentioning in the The humidity around here has been over 90% today. So, where I get what from? You talking about the peppers? I grew these. Um, well, here goes the train. Never fails. Um, but if you wanted to see more about this strain or whatever, I'll probably be doing more, more videos of it. But if you hit me up on Instagram or Twitter or something, then we can probably talk something out. If you want to try this strain, yeah. Yeah, I got some of the oils on my hand, and I was just itching, and that got right over here. So I was feeling that since I've been sweating, or kind of having, not from the pepper really per se, but from the humidity. So, and yeah, so there's that. Since I waited some time, gotta get my peach in there. Yeah, so that variety I just did definitely has some different phenotypes. I'm saving some seeds from a few of them. Um, so debating on whether or not I should send any pods out of this variety too. Um, but you know, yeah. But yeah. So like I was saying, I'm debating on whether or not I should send out some seeds and some pods of these. But um, I don't know. This is a good one. I like the tint flavor of it. Um, the burn is a nice one. I like the burn. Um, so, I mean, I can still feel the spiciness in the mouth, but it's kind of residing, or still though right there. But, you but as I was saying, I might want to save seeds from it for this strain, and then maybe give some out. Um, maybe a little giveaway, who knows. Um, well, uh, I'll say in regards to let's say if you're going to do habaneros or something, or any other variety of peppers, pretty much, especially the hotter varieties. When it's past that last frost date that you're in your area, um, and and the temperatures are, you know, regularly in the 60s on up, especially at night. Um, you know, yeah, you'll be good. So, so here has been flip floppy on that. Um, like some years ago, um, it actually some years ago there was at least a good solid season, even years just prior to that, but not so much as much lately past pre or present years. Um, uh, the season actually warmed up in March here and stayed pretty damn warm until November. So that was an awesome year. I mean, because oops, excuse me, because because I was even able to start seeds outside directly, seeds directly outside, and they made it to their levels by the end of the year. But seasons haven't always been that well in more recent years around here. I mean, a few years ago, never mind. I'll get into that at a later point. But so well, um, sometimes June can be around. In the past few years, it has been around June sometimes where it's the level weather stabled out, and then it go like towards the end of October sometimes. But it really depends. It's been flip floppy, like I was saying. Um, Habaneros, you should be able to do something with them being outside. Like say, if the if the temperatures are um, if the temperatures are getting in the 50s, that's okay, but that can sometimes stunt them a little bit when they're first initially growing. But um, but yeah, it just really depends, man. Yeah, habaneros, I've grown plenty of those. I've grown, you know, orange, reds, and chocolates. Chocolates tend to be the hotter variety of the habaneros, usually. Um, but so yeah, just when you can tell your other plants are tolerating the temperature, get them out there. But then if not, then you know, feed them well, not just water with whatever nutrients or however you feed them, and they should come along rather fast. Good sun, stuff like that. Yeah, I get that, man. um, yeah, I got you. All right, guys. Yeah, you can actually do them pretty well if you have them going for a couple months indoors, because they'll give them time to grow into a certain stage, and then when you bring them outside, they can transition in less time. Um, I found plants that if you get them at a certain stage, then you transplant them outside, you can have them hardened off within a few days, maybe within less than a week, within a week, if not under. Um, so that'll save you time right there if you can manage that, then I think you'll be good in that. If you got the space to do it too. Uh, yeah. Yeah, because I've done that before. This year, I've had a number of plants that I had inside. Quite a number of plants of mine that I started inside. Um, so, um, and yeah, I'd start them inside, get them to a certain point, and then move them outside. I did with a lot of them. Start them in arrow garden, then transition to a seed starting mix or stuff like that, and then boom, switch them to outside. A lot of them I was doing a double cup method and transition them outside. So wasn't too bad doing it that way. But yeah. Alright guys. Um, if you guys got any more questions or anything, feel free to ask. You want to chill here for another, a little bit more time, if you guys do. So, alright. And yeah. My favorite super hots, a lot of them have been in the scorpion families. Um, yeah. But yeah, yeah, a lot of them have been in the scorpion families. I've had others that have been pretty decent and flavor-wise, pretty nice. Um, uh, I used to be, my biggest thing was Marugas and um, bush teas. um, bush teas can have an intense kind of almost a fragrance about. I wouldn't say perfumey, but yeah. So yeah, bush tea is an interesting one. If you guys got time, if you haven't checked it out already, there was a one I did a few years ago. Um, I was actually at an apple orchard at the time. I did these ones. It was a bush tea large. I had kind of grew it myself, and I might still even have seeds for it to this day. but these ones were fucking these were these are massive deposits. Were probably like boom, you know, and yeah. If you go back, you can check that video. Check out the video on that. Um, this was a few years ago, uh, but yeah, it was a good one. So these ones were really nice pots. I really liked them. Um, plant wasn't really tall, but I mean, it was just loaded. It was loaded like it was like since the pods were a certain size and weight, they're kind of laying down the branches. But yeah, um, I haven't been doing too much of fermenting of my peppers and that. Um, I mean, I've been mostly eating a lot of them, uh, using them for foods, uh, trying some out for some brando spices and stuff. You know, and making some candies and whatnot. Um, so, yeah, well, see that's the thing about that. Bush tea is rather nice for those things. In some years when I've grown these bush teas, uh, I could smell the aroma of the peppers before I even touch the plant. Um, they can be that way sometimes. Not saying all the time, but they can be, at least in my experience. So, but yeah, so I haven't really started up too much of a web page, but I mean I could always post them up on eBay or something. Cause I mean I got some eBay, but I mean or even on my Instagram or something if I really want to. But um, I mean the candies I've done is I've done hard candies. I've done chocolates and that they're more like that, and yeah. Um, but I haven't done suckers before, but the suckers, those with the way the method is, and then the humidity here, messing with those hard candies can get affected a little bit because they have to be in a certain exact kind of surrounding with that for them not to be affected during the process. But I'm not saying I can't do it, but it's just those hard candies in particular. Now, with my types of ones that I've done, I've used my Brando spices with it in a certain manner. Um, yeah, haven't really done too much of done the extracts of making my own. Yeah, I'll try some of their chocolates if they had if I were to acquire some. No, but Riz, if you want to acquire some of those chocolates or anything, that's by all means. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 2.5 million probably for the whole entire bar. You know, they probably have it sectioned off in little sections, and hey, Grizz, just let me know what's going on and stay in communication. It'll be good. You know, you gotta listen to the wife, man. Happy wife, happy life. But anyway, so yeah, yeah, um, let's see, yeah. Now, there's a lot of different things going on with peppers and spicy things. Um, yeah. Lately at work, I've been eating like a number of Ultrahots while I've been at work. Uh, Helps keep the day going, uh, especially with some of the things I do. So, Rev, what's up, Yo? Oh, Grizz, you better be careful with that one. Nice, nice. But yeah, um, scorpions are always nice. Uh, they they really do bring the heat. And, yeah, and all the strains got good flavors. Yeah, but there is a hybrid that I haven't grown as much in the past couple of seasons that I do like growing, and I do like the flavor of. It's called the Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. So that one's a good one because it does got a good burn and all that. Yeah. So um, over the years on my channel, I've had Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpions on it a few times. But if you ever grown them, in my experiences, I've had quite a number of awesome phenotypes of those. All gnarly and twisted and all that. Some of them just look like they just got stingers on them, kind of like scorpions. Some of them like almost have like boot texture, but a little more scorpion-esque kind of shape. But it really depends. Some of them are just all kind of, kind of messed up. They kind of look like they're all just ratted up and gnarly. Um, so, sorry, I was doing that because I was just kind of stretching a little. Got a stretch that's building up and all that. I just gotta, you know, do my thing. Yeah. Um, yeah, so, um, but, yeah, there's a lot of interesting, strains out. Um, alright, Bug, you better back up. Um, there's one that, there's one that, I'm growing this year that's pretty interesting, and, back up. But yeah, there's one that's I'm growing this year that, um, I think it was originally supposed to be a white because, but it's grown like a light yellowish color as it's, when it's really ripened is more like a really, really, really light yellow color. Um, and it's got really, citrus kind of a flavor to it. Um, so, um, I mean, they do get some kind of scorpion shapes and all that stuff. I'm definitely going to save seeds from it, and I'll really am considering seed giveaways at that one. Maybe possibly give it out a pot or two. Um, when I got some pods together, I'm probably going to do a giveaway. I just got to be sure I got everything all in line on that. Um, so, but you got some peach boots. Growing this year. Got some white boots. We got the reds. Um, so, looking forward to the white ones. The peach ones I've had a number of this year. Nice flavor, but not quite as hot as the reds. Uh, well, um, I don't know if they were eating your hot peppers, but I know reaper plants can be rather finicky. Um, I've seen reaper plants go through a whole season and not put out a pod, while all the other ones around them are doing just fine. Um, so that strain can be particularly finicky. Uh, oops, excuse me. But in my next live stream or whatever, I'll go ahead and probably bring out some of those whitish yellow ones, or yellowish white ones, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, um, yeah. Some animals can munch on things pretty well, but others not so much. Like rabbits, for example. Rabbits will chew on your sweet peppers, but in my case scenarios, they would not touch the hot peppers. Yeah. Um, there are some plants that have actually kept in long like that in a while, then put them outside like kind of like that. But um, I think I got a couple inside here. I think with what I'm going to do with some of these ones is um, um, in regards to the ultra hots, a lot of some of them getting them to have their flowers set and stay. on the Ultrahots. That's a little different story on the indoor ones. But when I sort of put them outside, boom, they just flowering like crazy and putting them out, holding the flowers. So, yeah, a lot of annuals I do like, man. There's a lot of different kinds of ones out there. Um, I actually have a handful of hybrids of annuals, and they're pretty nice. Let's see. All right, man. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. See, like this one, like this pepper right here. This is one of my hybrids right here. So, so, yeah, so that's one of my annuals. But the thing is I mean, this one does have a little spice to it, but it's not like it's more on the milder side to me. Um, but the thing is, what the side effect of this strain has been doing is a lot of the pods will start out like a shade of they'll be almost black color, and then they'll shift to green, and then they'll phase to this color. So, and I had this one in a 7-gallon pot, a fabric pot. Um, there's a few of them out there, but I've noticed that with the ultra hots, they don't produce that much pollen a lot of times. So unless you can catch a lot of the flowers at the right times and get a lot of pollen to produce, that's one thing. But I noticed that with the annuums, you can get a whole mess of pollen out of them easily. Sugar rush peach plants, man, those things can grow fast and large. Um, but the only thing is about the sugar rush peach plants is that they and once they set pods, it seems like it just takes a long time for them to do that color shift to the peach. They actually ripen up. Yeah, they do take at least a good month to ripen, at least in a lot of situations. Um, but those sugar rush peach plants can get awfully large. So, yeah, but their flavor really comes into full force when they're really ripened. But in regards to super hots, I mean, it's nice to get do those crosses when and how you can, but some of them, like I was saying, they don't seem to produce a lot of pollen. So I don't know what it is with them. Yeah, I've seen pods do that. Like with ultra hots too. You can actually, I see with the ultra hots, you can even pick it up before they do the color shift. They may not have that flavor and the same thing when they're ripened, but they can push out a fair amount of heat too. Yeah. Um, you can always push the heat further by selecting phenotypes and all that whatnot. Um, but all this stuff with yeah. Now, one thing that is interesting is doing Chinets and annuum crosses. I've seen them done before, and it's interesting when you can do it. Yeah, another trade, yo. Oh, okay, Star 11, Star Wars, yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see. You should try some of these ones. If you like ones that's got some good heat, but not like super strong. Um, like the white scorpions and stuff like that. Um, I swear I had some seeds for. Yeah, I did have some seeds for the white marugas. I just got to relocate them. Got seeds and seeds and seeds. I just got them all. I don't got them really organized. But yeah, these dang moths around here. I don't like them all in the house too much, but I don't mind them out in the garden. Moths aren't bad to have around in the garden or outside of it. Um, they can pollinate plants pretty well. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, one thing I've noticed more this year that has been a welcome sight is bees. Yeah. The other day, one about flew into my eyeball, but it didn't freak me out. I just was like, hey guy, take it easy. He wasn't trying to just fly at me to be mean. He just was like, it was like we were on intersecting paths. So, so once he realized how close he was getting, he was like, woo, and veered off. So if it was a wasp, I'm sure it'd been a different story because those ones just have attitude problems. But yeah, um, there's a number of things going on here with different pods and whatnot. Uh, yeah, it's a good thing to have bees around. Bees are our friends. So, so it's good to have them around. They're a welcome sight to my eyes. But if you ever noticed, if you look at flowers and stuff like that, sometimes you can see bees taking a nap in them. Fun fact right there. Right? But, word of advice, y'all. Don't be afraid of the bees. Okay? Unless you live in an area with some of those aggressive ones, but generally, generally, they're decent. I like them around. A lot of situations, they've been okay. Good. Yeah, I could agree with you on that one about the not being stung by. Well, I've been stung by bees before and all that, but I mean that was more my bad. I didn't know better. Now I know better. But see, um, my thing is on that whole regard. When I use gardening, bees are looking to get at you like that. Right? What they're trying to do is go about their business. You go about it, let them do their business, they won't bother you so much. They're not a problem. Um, there's been a number of times where I'd be doing the deadheading of flowers and that, and going to grab one, and there's a bee right in the middle of it, and I almost put my palm right on it. And I was like, caught myself in the last second, pulled my hand away. The bee was still chilling there, didn't even come at me. It's happened a number of times. There's times where I bumped into bees, all that kind of stuff. It's all good. So, oh yeah, watch out for them cramps, man. Yeah. Well, wasps and hornets, they do have attitude problems. That's no joke. They have major attitude problems. Um, they don't need much to provoke them to do something. We do get some hornets that generally hang around here, but a lot of some of these have, for the most part, kind of stayed around the mint when it's flowering. I do have had mint growing around here for a number of years, and it's flowered, and they just go after the stay after that for the most part. But I will smack a hornet or a bee, or not a bee, hornet or a wasp. I'm not out to get them, but so this is Midwestern territory up here, man. Uh, so bees are nice. I'm also seeing more butterflies, which is a welcome sight. Um, some butterflies, there wasn't as many as first at some point, but they're doing better. Um, then there's what I seen like within the last week or two, a hummingbird, which is nice to see. They're around the area, but it's nice when you can see them. I was standing in the garden. I've put a few zinnias out in the garden. I find that it's nice to put some flowers out there around in some random spots out with your plants. It helps bring the pollinators around and stuff like that. Um, so it's a good thing. Um, well, you just say bats. Yeah, there's bats around here. Uh, uh, um, so yeah, yeah. So Bats, uh, bats aren't too bad. So, I mean, bats are bats. So, just, just one of those things. Um, I've had different animals and all that pop up in my garden. Um, um, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to set out to be going around handling some wild bats or nothing like that. But, I mean, they serve their purpose. I mean, depending on the type of bat, a lot of them eat little critters. So, making things a little more manageable for us. Um, so, just like spiders. Spiders on that, appreciate having around my garden too. Um, I appreciate spiders like crazy around here. Um, so, I mean, spiders help with management of other little bugs too. Um, I've had some odd looking spiders. So, um, so, and then there's been spiders, other little critters running around here. Um, Birds are a frequent thing, which isn't a bad thing. Um, I mean, I don't like messing with spiders in a negative manner. Um, so, because they do help out with any other bugs that you may have a problem with. Now, um, there's ants that pop up around here, but what I do for ant management in the garden, coffee grounds. So yeah, ants, you can manage those in the garden for the coffee grounds. Uh, yeah. But yeah, so around here we do get some different kinds of things, but some years back, early in the morning, I went out to the garden and wasn't expecting it. Right, started walking through some of the place, just right in front of me. I was like, whoa, what the heck? And as I was looking up, as it started flying off, it was a pheasant. So I was like, ah. So yeah, I've had pheasants around. Um, I've had various kinds of birds. Doves hang around my garden, which I do appreciate. Um, it's always nice having doves around. Um, there's this year there was a dove that, at least a dove couple that had a few of their youngins kind of strolling around through my garden a bit, just kind of getting familiarized with how the layout of things, walking around and all that. So, I mean, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, seeing different kinds of animals hang around the garden is cool. Um, One thing is that I've come to appreciate this. Not a lot of people understand it the way in this way. Um, Whew, dog. Whew. But yeah, not a lot of people understand and people understand it this way, unless you're a plant grower and stuff like that. What I've found that's to help see things in a different light and come to appreciate things in a certain way. You got to get in there and get on the ground, get in there with plants. What I'm meaning is sometimes you got to get under in there and just kind of spend time in there, hands and knees, even lay down, take a perspective on it. Not everybody understands it that way, um, but the only way you'll know is from actually doing it. It's like a different perspective, really. I've done it a number of times, and yeah, you get to see different things. Um, yeah, so if you get in there and do stuff like that, something like that, you'll see some different things in a different light than you hadn't really before. Uh, sit there and intake the whole thing. But one of the things that's actually got me to see is the more of the full form of the plants, and then you get to see the low inner workings of your garden environment. So, so that little tidbit what I'm saying right here is you actually go in there and intake all that with those kind of functions. You'll get something out of it more than you think. So I get to see in a different living environment. So yeah, um, when I've done that, I've seen more of the inner workings. You get to see what goes on below the surface of things. So, so yeah, um, like like you can stand outside of the chocolate factory, but once you go in there, you see all the little moving parts and tidbits and everything going on. So, you know, so yeah, um, I've even got to be able to see, some of the moving parts and everything. Um, the critters, all those guys that help keep your garden going, balance it out. And sometimes you see things that you wouldn't normally see when you're just on your feet, just strolling through. So it's a different thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't had a chance to do it as much this season as I normally would. But, but Whenever I get the chance, I'm going to. And it's not something everybody's going to understand. But if you're a grower, and there's some of these things, you'll know. You'll know once you get into those things. But yeah, yeah. That's one of the things you could also do. It's kind of be like your little zip, on your own little meditation spot. Yeah, but definitely can be that way. Um, yeah, it's one of those ones you can kind of unplug from everyday stresses in life. Get back into those things. Do like a kind of low cleanse kind of a thing. You dig? So it is definitely one of those things that can be helpful in a person's situation. That's no doubt. But yeah, yeah. Just, you know what? Hey, man. Hey, to be fair on that one, I totally get that. I get my own kind of stress going on when any plant messes up for any reason. But that's the thing that's going to happen when you're a grower. Um, a lot of these things bug you because you want to know what you can do to prevent some things from happening certain ways. Yeah, but yeah. Um. Uh, but yeah, I think I might be getting ready to. Where was it? She said. Yeah, but it's like one of those things you got to put yourself part of so much yourself into, and yeah, so lots of those kind of good things, man. I mean, no anybody that's growing doesn't want to see their plants in a bad way. Um, so you treat a plant right, you get a lot back from it. Yeah, 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 definitely, yeah. Well, right over here, it's past 11 o'clock. Um, so I was going to just go on for here for a little bit more, and then I was going to hop out. I was just going to give it a little time, a little bit of time. So, ooh, yes. I've been up for, it's been a long day. Yeah, I've got on this live stream live a little longer than I expected. But, Disney, if you want, if you're, I don't know if you're on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. If you want to hit me up or something, feel free to do so. But yeah. So, yeah, I was gonna say if you ever want to, if you ever want to talk more about, if you're looking for seeds for that one, I was just, of the strain that I was doing in this video, and then we can talk more about that on there if you want to. All right. Um, but yeah, so it's been a long day here. So, sorry for the yawn and mess. But I am going to be doing one of this. I'm going to be doing some certain other videos and stuff of these few other strains I got going on. I've been meaning to get around to it. There's also this one that's interesting. It's called Purple Peach. The pods start off like a purplish color, then get some tinge, kind of transitions to some green colors, and it turns a peach color. Um, it's it's definitely got a Bojaloki in there, but it's also supposedly along in the line. It's also got a Marupi in there. So yeah. Yeah, they can be slender pods, but some of them can get some odd kind of funky shapes. You know, they can get some wild little shapes, but they do have a nice little kick to them. Not crazy, but nice little kick. Ooh, yeah. Why'd you have to bring that up? That's just like sausage, gravy, biscuits. Yeah, but here, I'll show you what this one looks like. See, that's just one of the pods. See, as you can see, it's got a little tint of purple on there. So, but that's just a longer pod. Some of them are kind of all natted up. So, see, that's how they can kind of look. Some of them are just all wild shaped. Yeah. I think there's one right here. Yeah, it's just they get wild shapes. So, yeah, they got some lot of cool little pods. I mean, they're not large pods, but I mean, if you're looking for something that can got a nice little heat to them, and without making it for a process. then you can go for those. But yeah, not a stretch. Alright, guys. Sure. Yeah. So, let's see this here. Yeah, so I mean, I've got a number of pods here that are just I'm waiting to go after. Um, just right now it's getting a little late, and check this pod out. That was a nice boot. So, just going to go ahead and save these guys for a later point. Um, but then this one's called a candy cane, which I'm kind of half tempted to save seeds from this and maybe do something with it, do a little experiment. Um, but here's that one I was telling you about that started off white-ish and then ripened to this kind of a color. So, I mean, compared to the ones that compared to these ones, other ones, um, I've grown plenty of yellows before. I got yellow marucas I've been growing for years. This does not get that kind of yellow. This gets more of like a light yellowish color to it. And these have they have a real citrusy kind of a flavor to them. Nice good kick, but I mean they get a lot of nice wild shapes to them. So yeah. So tomorrow I think I might just do something do a video. I could possibly do a live or something like that. And yeah, so yeah, I could possibly do that and all that stuff. I just gotta see what I can do about that. Given how tomorrow may be, who knows? Um, um, yeah, so um, um, yeah, man, I don't know how tomorrow's gonna play out, but definitely try to um, do videos on these um, and that. So yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, from what I've heard, but if I get this strain any accurately, anyway, it was supposed to be more of a giant white scorpion kind of a thing, and um, I think there might be I'm not sure if I heard the backstory correctly, but in order to get this one, there may have been a little something in its dabblings and its genetics. But yeah, um, so but yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to head out of here soon. I'm just getting tired. So and yeah, I guess I'll let y'all know that I have more videos coming up. Uh, so hope you have a great night and all that. And I like doing these lives and everything, chat with y'all and all that. Yeah, y'all. so, but yeah, I guess I'll just talk to y'all in yeah. So, yeah, I definitely see you guys in the next one. Um, in a little bit here, I gotta do a couple things around the house. I just feel like relaxing a little bit. Alright, I appreciate y'all being on here. Definitely. Uh, might do a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure yet what times it'll be. Likely, um, if I have things going on in the morning, I'll probably have to be doing it in the afternoon. Just depends on what's going on. Right. Yeah, sorry about that. The gnat was like, yeah, right. But, yeah, I appreciate you chilling with y'all tonight. Um, but definitely gonna see y'all in the next video and all that. And yeah, alright, guys. Um, more videos, more streams, more peppers, more capsaicin. Alright. So, definitely check y'all in the next one. Alright, guys. Oh, no. Okay, guys. Alright. Until next time, keep it spicy, y'all. Alright, guys. Hope you have a good night. Hey. Okay, guys. Have a good one. Stay up. Stay positive. Y'all be good. Alright, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.